What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and in this video topic, this will be part 4, the final part of exposing Bruce Blitz. So that being said, let's get right to it. Now, I believe I explained this before where it pertains to Bruce Blitz about productions and everything, where it pertains to professional wrestling. Like WWE, with their productions, sometimes he'll pull it over, it'll be good, or sometimes it'll be trash and everything. And then where it pertains to other promotions, with their productions and all that, and the lightings and everything, he'll put down Ring of Honor where it pertains to their productions and lightings, and now he's doing now the exact same thing, where it pertains to Impact Wrestling, you know, with where he once put them over as as having good productions and good lightings, but now also he's putting them down. Maybe because it's not what it used to be anymore. Where TNA was doing so good at one point, but then also Dixie Carter, Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff, Vince Russo, just to name a few. There was a lot of downfalls because of that, and now they're in the position that they are right now, where they're trying to bring themselves back up to that point again. It's gonna be a slow build, it's gonna be a slow process to do it. But Bruce Blitz doesn't care anymore. Because because now Impact Wrestling is garbage, because he lowered his standards of that. So basically productions is why Bruce Blitz is it's not giving Impact Wrestling a chance, or Ring of Honor, or whatever have you. But WWE's productions, they're good, despite how WWE's productions sometimes it does end up being trash, where it tends to zooming in, zooming out of the cameras and everything. That the way they do things and all that. And yes, they may have the best line too, because they're a monopoly. They're the big times. Of course, just like New Japan Pro Wrestling is too. But yeah, Bruce Blitz wants to pull over on Impact Wrestling to being something, and to now is garbage. And I thought to myself, then why even watch the pay-per-views anymore? Because he doesn't watch the shows weekly anymore. Now, when a pay-per-view comes around, he'll watch it. So I'm saying to myself, what's the point of you watching pay-per-views now if you don't watch the weekly shows to know what's going on those shows, or why it led to these type of matches that led to the pay-per-view? Makes no sense. Bruce Blitz will always crap on the Bullet Club of them being overrated, of them using the hand gesture that MWO always done, and even on the Click, which they give them the Bullet Club's blessing at to do that, but Bruce Blitz saying that they ripped them off and all that, and on top of the way the Bullet Club has been carrying themselves with the Young Bucks, and with Cody Rhodes, and with Kenny Omega, and basically saying it is a faction full of faggots and all that. And again, once again, saying that they're the NWO ripoff, and they stole the hand, the Click symbol, NWO symbol, whatever you want to call it, and he gets sick and tired of hearing "too sweet" and all that. He gets annoyed with that and everything. Now I'll give him this, it is like an NWO ripoff, because they are trying to be like NWO. But at the same time, the NWO sees, for guys like Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash, they see that, and they give them, they put them over, and they give them their blessings that they could do this. But Bruce Blitz, he's got a problem with that. And where it pertains to Jay Lethal, where Jay Lethal was doing black machismo, basically dressing like the Macho Man Randy Savage, during in TNA. And Jay Lethal's time in TNA, where again, black machismo, oh yeah, and all that. And Bruce Blitz basically crapped on that one too, saying that Jay Lethal is a rip off Macho Man Randy Savage, which the Macho Man Randy Savage gave Jay Lethal his blessing to do that, because Kevin Nash reached out to Macho Man Randy Savage for Jay Lethal to be like the Macho Man Randy Savage, but in his way, to be called Black Machismo Jay Lethal, and Macho Man Randy Savage gave him the blessing at that time. But Bruce Blitz, he just craps on it, And then he goes to say he understands. Now he understands why it was done and everything. But he still catches on it. In a way, even though Jay Lethal is very entertaining, to pull off very well. He pulls off very very perfectly the way he does it. Even when it pertains to doing the Nature Boy Ric Flair impersonation. You know, Jay Lethal is that damn good. But Bruce Blitz, he just puts him down for that, because he's ripping them off and all that. We all know that Pete Dunne is not liked by Bruce Blitz because Bruce Blitz, in his words, he's overrated. Fans are giving Pete Dunne this Taz comparison. And on top of that, Bruce Blitz craps on Pete Dunne because of his haircut that look like a dyke haircut. And then on top of that, saying that he looks like he could be basically he looks like Ellen DeGeneres with that haircut, and that when Pete Dunne had his hair short at one point back in 2017. Excuse me, but basically hating on Pete Dunne all because of that. Despite that Pete Dunne is a very good wrestler, and he puts down off his the way he wrestles too and all, kind of like how he does with John Gargano too and Daniel Bryan. So basically doesn't give Pete Dunne any credit anymore. He used to give Pete Dunne credit represents how he wrestles and all that, but now he's not putting him over anymore because how he looks with the dyke haircut that he said. Basically by saying that, you're making fun of everywhere other guys, with that type of haircut too, like a Shinsuke Nakamura. Unbelievable. Now, where it pertains to Chris Hero, Cassius Ohno, his weight. Bruce Blitz talks about his weight, about look how big he is, and look how much pounds he's gained and all that. It's ridiculous and everything. Like how's the way he's gonna put this guy on the main roster for that one and everything. Despite Chris Hero could still Cassius Ohno. Despite that, Cassius Ohno can still wrestle. No matter how big he looks and all that, he can still wrestle. He can still be athletic. No matter what. But Bruce Blitz don't care because it's all about physiques and all that, right? It's all about big muscular people, like if you're roided up and all that. But despite that Cassius Ohno is a very good wrestler and very good and an athlete. With all that weight he's gained, he still is good. But Bruce Blitz, he just craps on Cassius Ohno just because of his weight. Now he may respect Matt Riddle or represents his UFC career, but at the same time he also craps on Matt Riddle's his lifestyle, and he's weird and all that, and something about that, and basically he's not a fan of Matt Riddle in wrestling. I don't understand why, even though Matt Riddle is very good as a wrestler now, and because he's not on the UFC anymore, basically, and now also he doesn't care about Matt Riddle at this point now. I mean, I'm not saying that he wants to care about Matt Riddle, but based on how I hear him saying all this about Matt Riddle, it's just like he never cared about him to begin with. I don't think he even cared about him when he first got into the UFC. Robbie Lawler, where Bruce Blitz puts him over as a good fighter in UFC. But ever since he saw that picture with Robbie Lawler wearing a headband around his head of John Cena, the C Nation thing, Bruce Blitz is questioning and judging Robbie Lawler, for him wearing that. And the only reason why he did that is because his son, Robbie Lawler's son, is is a fan of John Cena. And maybe it's my theory that Robbie Lawler wore it because his son wanted him to wear it and he took a picture of it. I'm assuming that's what happened. But Bruce Blitz was basically was going down Robbie Lawler's throats. Basically going on Robbie Lawler's case because of that. Because he had a John Cena merchandise on him. Like seriously, it's not that serious. Like you're kind of like Robbie Lawler is a fan of John Cena. And now get this, Anderson Silva, meant to say, if I could spit it out, Anderson Silva last year, Anderson Silva, who's the UFC fighter, a badass, and all that, right? So last year, Anderson Silva, for whatever reason, I don't know why he did it. I don't understand why he did it and why he decided to do it. Anderson Silva was wearing high heels and drags and something like that. I don't know. I'm like, what is this? And then Bruce Blitz seen it. Who puts over Anderson Silva, who's a beast and all that in UFC and everything. And then also he's basically saying he's done with Anderson Silva and he blocks him from Twitter and all that. Only for months later, I believe like a few months later, basically like about I don't know how many months later it was, but a few months later, he puts Anderson Silva over and basically wants to forget all about that, what he did and all that, and I think he may unblocked him and follow him and basically follow him again. So you'll crap on Anderson Silva for wearing women's clothing. But you'll crap on Tyler Breeze in drags, and whatever have you, and also Ty Dillinger at one point wore drags too and all. I found that one time on SmackDown. And also where pertains to Bruce Jenner. Yeah, I understand it too. I don't care about Bruce Jenner anymore. Either way, anyways. So, but anyway, Anderson Silva. I did not like that either when he did that. But I didn't judge him for it. I like saying myself, oh my god, like what is he doing? Like I was disappointed. That's all I was. But Bruce Blitz, he was basically going on Anderson Silva's case because of that. Now again, I don't know what was the reason behind that, because I didn't know. Maybe I don't remember. But and the thing is about this I say this, I don't want to remember anyways. But yeah, but just want to point out that Bruce Blitz once blocked Anderson Silva because of that, and then also months later he forgave him and decided to follow him again. Mauro Ranallo, the NXT commentator for WWE, from TakeOver Brooklyn 4, folks. Basically, what pertains to Bruce Blitz doing a review on it, what pertains to Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa, because Bruce Blitz basically saying something about as he started the review of NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4, about he's going to explain why he's done with Mauro Ranallo, what pertains to him, the comment that he made during the Gargano and Ciampa match, which was the main event. So before I get to for those who watched the on BlueSportsNetwork.com of the NXT review, which was TakeOver Brooklyn 4, we finally get to the part where Bruce Blitz is going to mention about why he's done with Mauro Ranallo. Mauro Ranallo made a comment on commentary that something to the degree of Ciampa and Gargano is compared to Ali and Frazier, or remember how Bruce Blitz said it, that how based on how you heard Mauro Ranallo say it. But when he mentioned that part, he was like saying, "Fuck Mauro Ranallo, I'm done with him. He's done with him for good." He's like he never liked him anyways and all that. And basically he went off on Mauro Ranallo, and I'm saying to myself, he really did say that? I'm like in my head, I'm like, so what if he said that? He's now it would have been, now I don't remember if he did say that. I gotta look back at it just to again to hear that from Mauro Ranallo's mouth. But if he did say that, if basically Mauro Ranallo said that this Ciampa and Gargano feud is better than the Ali and Frazier feud, something like that. If he did say that, then I would disagree on that one, because you shouldn't be comparing. You shouldn't be. I'm saying that Mauro Ranallo shouldn't be saying that on what pertains to two of the all-time greats in combat sports, like the late Muhammad Ali and the late Joe Frazier. Where it pertains to Gargano and Ciampa. Now, where it pertains to Ciampa and Gargano's feud, I love the feuds, but it doesn't but I can't say it is better, or at least close compare to the Ali and Frazier feud. So if Mauro Ranallo does say that, I'm not gonna hold that against him. I'm just gonna say I'll just say I disagree. But Bruce Blitz, he went on his temper tantrum like he always does on Mauro Ranallo, because he said that. And I say to myself, come on, it's not that. In my mind, I was like, it's not that serious. But Bruce Blitz, he said done with Mauro Ranallo, and at this point, I think Bruce Blitz should be done with Mauro Ranallo period, because he shouldn't be watching NXT takeover shows anymore. Anyways, because he doesn't watch NXT weekly anyways. So why bother watching NXT takeover shows if you don't watch NXT, the shows on a weekly basis anymore? And that's just me. Yeah, you're done with Impact Wrestling, but you watch the pay-per-views. You're done with NXT, but you watch the takeover shows. Makes no fucking sense. And now the final thing to expose about Bruce Blitz, about Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock. Now we all know over the years that Bruce Blitz has put over The Rock, what pertains to his character, what pertains to his wrestling, and you also hear how he puts over The Rock, as Dwayne Johnson, what pertains to all of his movies. But the one thing he doesn't put over The Rock, what pertains to The Rock putting over John Cena at WrestleMania 29, which he went off on a tantrum about saying fuck The Rock and all that, for doing that, for portraying the Cena haters, and basically basically turning our Rock into an asshole for putting over John Cena. Now here's the thing, I didn't like that The Rock put over John Cena either, but it doesn't mean I'm not gonna say fuck The Rock and all that and blah blah blah. And I'm done with him and all that, right? Because The Rock again put over John Cena from WrestleMania 32, where they end up beating up the Wyatt family, which was Luke. No, I mean not Luke Harper, because Luke Harper wasn't there. It was Braun Strowman, Eric Rowan, and Bray Wyatt, where The Rock was being outnumbered, and then John Cena comes out, which I didn't like that either, by the way. And I didn't like that Cena and The Rock were putting himself over, that raising each other's hands up and all that. I didn't like that either. But Bruce Blitz, he goes on the record saying, The Rock, why Rock is doing this? Why he's putting over John Cena like this? He hates John Cena and all that. And I'm not just talking about Bruce Blitz. I'm talking about The Rock. The Rock hated John Cena because John Cena was talking all this trash about John Cena, about leaving wrestling and blah blah blah, talking trash to him behind his back and everything. And then Bruce Blitz from that Raw review, what pertains to Raw at the Mania from where pertains to WrestleMania 32. He was like, you know what, Rock, I'm done with you. And he's like, he said it's hard to hate The Rock though because he said he's got a cool factor and he's a cool dude. And then all of a sudden, about I think it was last year, somewhere around last year, Bruce Blitz mentioned about his story with The Rock, where he met The Rock back in the 90s. Because Bruce Blitz, he's been around wrestling before. Like he met Ken Shamrock, Owen Hart. I'm trying to remember who else he met. Trying to feel think about other people he met too, but Stone Cold. He also met The Rock. And when Robert pertains to The Rock was being an asshole to Bruce Blitz when they first met. And then Bruce Blitz thought to himself that he thought he had a bad day or something like that. So the second time they met again, and The Rock was being an asshole to Bruce Blitz, and Bruce Blitz was because of that at the time. Now he hates The Rock. He hates the Rock, the person that he was and everything. And another thing too, he was never a Rock guy. He was always a Stone Cold guy. He was always a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan more than he was The Rock. He wasn't a big Rock fan, but he saw the potential. He saw the talent in The Rock. When he started becoming the people's champion and the Brahma Bull, what pertains to the people's eyebrow and all that, and then The Rock carrying himself like a cool dude with these shirts and these expensive shirts, expensive slacks, expensive shoes. Basically The Rock is money, and he put those stuff where pertains to, he put that stuff over where pertains to The Rock, but where pertains to the person, he always hated The Rock because he was being an asshole to him, and basically he was a Rock hater, not just as a wrestler, but also as a person too as well. And then later on he has liking The Rock now because now he sees The Rock has become a changed man and everything, which he has. But at the time, Bruce Blitz was telling a story about The Rock, about how he met him a few times, and backstage where where The Rock was not nice to him. He was not a nice guy and everything. But now The Rock is not, as years goes by, The Rock ends up being a nice guy at the end of the day. But Bruce Blitz was basically harping on The Rock during that time. And on top of that, what pertains to The Rock pulling over John Cena. So, and there you go. That's basically it for exposing Bruce Blitz, folks. And that's gonna be that. That's it. I don't care what you guys sent to me. I don't care if I remember if there's more I remember. That's it. I'm done. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm done exposing Bruce Blitz. I'm done exposing his true colors. I'm just done. But I will do 2 more videos. And it's not gonna be about exposing Bruce Blitz. One video is gonna be a parody, basically. I'm gonna do. And the other video I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna it's gonna be I found a video where I'm just gonna move on from Bruce Blitz because I'm done with this whole thing. I'm done with the drama. I'm done of trying to be like Bruce Blitz. Because to be honest with you folks, I thought that's what people wanted to see. What pertains to getting views and all that. And that's not the way. Acting like the way that Bruce Blitz acts like on videos. It's not the way to go. It's to make views. It's not the way to be entertaining. You can be entertaining however you could entertain yourself, unless your name is Flame Blaze. Just saying. But that being said, thank you all for watching. And that's it. I'm done. No more exposing of Bruce Blitz. I've done all I can, and yeah, you guys can send me all that any information you want, either on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I don't care. You can send it all you want. That's fine. I'll read it, but that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Unless you want to do a video about that to expose Bruce Blitz, about you exposing Bruce Blitz of anything you sent to me, be my guest. You guys do it. Me, I'm done. So that being said, thank you all for watching. It's Natural Born Thriller, saying peace on the streets.